Pretti was forcefully taken to the ground by federal immigration agents after kicking out the taillight of their vehicle. That happened during a Minneapolis protest 11 days before he was shot and killed by Border Patrol officers on January 24th.
The January 13th scuffle was captured in a pair of videos that show Pretti shouting an expletive at the federal officers and struggling with them. His coat comes off when he's on the ground. He then runs away.
When Pretti turns his back to the camera, what appears to be a handgun is visible in his waistband. At no point do the videos show him reaching for the gun.
Pretti was killed last weekend in a confrontation with ICE officers. One spots Pretti's weapon, which he was licensed to carry, and shouts, "He's got a gun." Two officers then opened fire, and Pretti was killed by multiple shots. The fatal ICE shooting resulted in protests across the nation and here in our area. This was the scene Sunday in Chattanooga. Despite the cold, dozens of protesters showed up at Miller Plaza at the corner of MLK Boulevard and Market Street.
Then on Wednesday, people on Signal Mountain joined the protest. This was the scene at the top where Highway 127 meets Mississippi Avenue. Roughly 80 protesters took part. They held signs that read, "De-ice our streets," and "We like our rights with no ice." We missed the brunt of the storm, but other parts of Tennessee did not.
Middle Tennessee got hit hard, especially the Nashville area. Our Mocs News members have team coverage.
Last weekend's deadly storm brought crippling ice to the south and deep snow to the northeast. It has finally made its way out to sea. Its exit represents a light at the end of the tunnel for some.
However, at the start of the week, more than 470,000 homes and businesses were still out without power. Temperatures were forecast to fall well below freezing in the evening in areas where massive ice storm did its worst damage.
More than 110,000 residents had no electricity in the Nashville, Tennessee area, according to PowerOutage.com. Along railroad tracks in one Nashville neighborhood, snow and silence.
In the suburb of Donaldson, trees and shrubs encased in ice. More than 130,000 remained without power in hard-hit Mississippi. This is the scene in Oxford, Mississippi, and about more than 90,000 more in icy Louisiana, and what's likely to be costly for the storm of the nation.
In our area, we had a mix of sleet, snow, and ice. Because of that, UTC officials shut down campus on Monday. Here's our Peyton Gortney with the report.
Hey y'all, it's Peyton with Mocs News. I'm walking out right now. I'm on the Greenway going down to McCallie. I haven't seen any ice at all. It's just cold outside today. And kind of what I'm looking at from McCallie, you can see there are cars that are still driving, but they're driving a lot slower just because, you can't tell if there's ice on the road or not. But people are driving a lot slower, but people are still driving. So everything looks a-okay outside, in my opinion. Have a great day, everybody.
We have another blast of winter weather coming our way.
Our Dean DeSilva tells us what we can expect.
The U.S. is about to face another winter storm, although this one is very different than last week's ice storm. A bomb cyclone is forming off the Georgia coast and is expected to become a nor'easter. It's expected to bring snow throughout the East Coast. The Carolinas will get the brunt of the storm and could potentially experience blizzard conditions. Chattanooga may get the outer bounds of the storm, but I wouldn't get my hopes up for snow. You might be wondering, bomb cyclone, nor'easter, bombogenesis, what do all these terms mean? Well, they're actually simpler than you might think. A bomb cyclone is a rapidly intensifying winter storm that drops 24 millibars or more in under 24 hours. This process is called bombogenesis. Yes, that's a real word. They're often called winter hurricanes, and they are very similar. They're also very different. This weekend's winter storm is expected to peak at the same strength as a Category 2 hurricane. The storm will also be a nor'easter, which means it's a strong coastal but not tropical storm that tracks up the East Coast in a northeastern path, which is how they get their name. The non-tropical part just means that it forms farther north than hurricanes or tropical storms. Now on to our forecast. This weekend we can expect temperatures between around 30 and 15. Monday we're looking at temps between 42 and 22. Tuesday we're looking at temps between 50 and 28. Wednesday and Thursday we can expect between 45 and 30. And Friday, we're looking at temps between 52 and 28. That's all the weather talk I have for you this week. Stay warm, Mocs.
Our Mocs men's basketball struggled to take the lead last night at home.
But Super Bowl 60 is just around the corner. Our Dominic Butler is here to tell us all about it.
The New England Patriots claimed the AFC title with a 10-7 win over Denver, grinding through snow and defense to reach the Super Bowl. Drake May accounted for the Patriots' only touchdown and closed it out with his legs, sending New England back in Mike Vrabel's first season as head coach. In the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks outlasted the Los Angeles Rams 31-27, led by 3 touchdown passes from Sam Darnold. A late 4th down stop by Seattle's defense sealed the NFC crown, and they returned to the Super Bowl for the first time in 11 years. Now with both conferences decided, the Patriots and Seahawks are set to meet next weekend on football's biggest stage in Super Bowl 60. The UTC's men's basketball team struggled at home Thursday night, falling 81-55 to Wofford. The Terriers took control before halftime and never looked back, handing the Mocs a tough conference loss. Jordan Friesen led Chattanooga with 12 points, while Brennan Watkins added 11 in defeat. The Mocs men will look to respond Sunday on the road at Furman as they try to bounce back in SoCon play. Meanwhile, the UTC women return home Sunday to face Samford, continuing a strong stretch as conference play rolls on.
That's this edition of Mocs News. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to keep up with us on our Instagram page.
We are also on Facebook and YouTube. Have a good weekend.